Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a sweat-proof makeup kind of situation, which is basically my way of saying like your makeup will stay on all day without going crusty, who am I? Like creasing, melting off, like going patchy, looking cakey or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys because a few of my friends recently have been like, oh my god, why is your makeup still on, bitch? Like we've been out for like 8 hours. And so I was like, I may as well do a video and show you guys because I'm sure like there's loads of people out there that might benefit from it. So I'm definitely going to do that today. I'm not sure what eye look I'm going to do, but we're just going to focus on the face and then I'll come back to you later when I'm finished. So without further ado, if you want to subscribe, then you know the button's down there. And I guess we'll leave it to the end to see if you like it or not. So yeah, let's get started. So lately, to make sure that I've got a good base before I even start my foundation, I will just wash my face, cleanse it, do all that, moisturise, which I have done. And the moisturiser I use is Nivea Soft. I don't know what it's called, it just says Nivea Soft. I think that's the name. But it's the best moisturiser I've ever used. It's like creamy but thick like consistency, and it's more like a gel consistency than a oily horrible situation. But then after that I go in with my Too Faced primer, which is called I can never say it, it's such a simple word, Hangover X primer. So I'm just gonna put that all over my face. I use like a good 3 pumps of it as well, and you want to like actually push it into your skin, because this is what your makeup's gonna sit on top of for the rest of the day, and you want it to like not look like it's sat on top of your skin. You want to look like it's blended in and that it's just your skin but better. So yeah, I just literally smack this all over my skin and it will start to feel like tacky, and I've had a few people like complain about the tacky feeling, but genuinely that's what you want to look for in a primer, because then you know your foundation is going to stick to it and that will look good for the rest of the day. I have also tried my fair share of primers. I tried this L'Oreal one because I really enjoyed their Infallible foundation, and I was like, okay, I may as well try their Infallible primer as well. And to me it just felt really oily, and it's supposed to be mattifying, but I just looked really shiny, so I'm not sure about this one. But yeah, that is one that I have been using and enjoying. Then, because I put that Hangover X primer all over my face, I then take my Professional, and it's like in the tiniest tube because Benefit sent me a sample, and I just take that anywhere where my pores need a little extra help, a little bit of love if you will. So in my T-zone mainly, I normally actually take it down the sides of my nose and across my nose because my nose is so like porous, like it actually like upsets me. And I don't really have pores anywhere else on my face, so obviously it's individual to everyone and you can choose where you want to put it. Or if you have your own favourite primer, like you don't have to use these ones because these are like a bit expensive. But yeah, there are plenty of other good ones. Actually, I've been using Maybelline's Baby Skin one for ages and I really enjoyed that, but it ran out and I was like, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to the Professional. Well, I have got a giant tube of it, but I'm using the sample one first because I don't want to like get too ahead of myself. So when my primers are all on my face, I then take my MAC Fix Plus and just set it all, because obviously you set your foundation at the end of your makeup, but if you don't set your base, then how's it going to stay there? So yeah, I just set my entire face. And you don't want to use too much because you don't want your face to be like dripping wet before you put your foundation on, but at the same time you want enough so that you know you've covered all areas. Then the foundation that I've been loving lately that stays on my face all day is the Bourjois Paris City Radiance foundation. And it doesn't actually say that it's supposed to stay on your face all day, but it is SPF 30, which is... give me a second. It does say SPF 30, which is quite high for a foundation, and it's darker than my other foundations, which is what I need at the moment because although I look really pale on camera, my face is pale but my body is darker, so I need something that will match the rest of my body because I don't want to go around with a pale face and then look ridiculous. So then with my Real Techniques blending sponge, I think that's what it's called, it's just like a cheaper version of the beauty blender and it works a dream. I'm just gonna put that all over my face. Shit, you guys, I just got halfway through my foundation and realised that I missed a step. Don't panic. I would, like, if I were a normal YouTuber, I'd cut that out and just take all my foundation off and start again. But I'm going to be real with you guys. I forgot one step. So what I like to do as well, and you can do this on whichever part of your face you find needs it most. So my oily areas are my nose and my forehead. But before I put my foundation on, I know I already have half my face foundation covered kind of situation. Yeah, I put concealer across my nose and my forehead areas that get oily before I put my foundation on, just so that it's like kind of got a bit of extra coverage. And I'm just using the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser because the coverage on this, oh my lord, is good. And I just put it on oily areas so that the coverage there is a bit heavier. But obviously if your cheeks get oily, then you can do this on your cheeks or whatever suits you best. I'm just going to continue with my foundation. As well, with foundation, you want to make sure that you really press it into your skin. Like, you really want it to look blended in and smooth, rather than just like, you don't want to do like a botched job of it and like do it really quickly and leave it just sitting on your skin. You really want it to like blend in. And this foundation is actually quite affordable. It's like, I think it was like £8 or £9 in Boots. And it actually works really well. Like, the coverage is amazing and it gives like a really nice dewy finish. Obviously whatever foundation you use, you can use that. Like, it's all personal preference and whatever feels nicest on your skin or suits your skin tone or like skin type, then use that because it will work better for you without a doubt. Next, guys, I'm going to take my Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. This is my favourite one ever. It says it wears up to 16 hours, which I don't necessarily agree with, but the longer the wear, the better it's going to be. So I just take that in any areas where I want to lighten my face and conceal, essentially. So I'm going to take it under my eyes, and honestly, less is more when you're using makeup under your eyes, because the more you have there, the more it's gonna crease. And to be fair, it still gives you the same amount of coverage. Just gonna add a bit more down my nose, bearing in mind we've already got concealer and foundation there, so you don't want to go too crazy. So then I'm gonna blend it in with my Real Techniques. This doesn't have a name on it because I've had it for like 3 years. I should probably get a new one. And you really want to pat this concealer rather than swipe it in. Swiper, no swiping. Yeah, you really want to pat it because you don't want to disrupt any of the foundation that you've already put on underneath. my RCMA, the original setting powder. It's no colour powder, so it's white, but when you dust it away, you can't see it. So I'm going to use that to set my under eyes, and that's basically it really. I will go in with another powder at a later stage to do the rest of my face. And you want to go back and forth with all of this to make sure that it gets in all the creases under your eyes. And make sure that your concealer will stay there all day long. I also powder my entire nose just to make sure that it stays there because my nose gets so oily. It's unbelievable. With any leftover powder, I'll set my smile lines quite like aggressively, if you will, just to make sure that I don't get creasing there as well. I'm surprised I haven't sneezed yet because that always irritates my nostrils. Then to set the rest of my face, I always take my Bourjois Healthy Balance Matte Unifying Powder. This is the one, and I have it in the shade 52 Vanilla. And I just take that anywhere where I didn't put the RCMA powder and just set the rest of my face. This does give a tiny bit of colour, but it's the, I do believe it's the same shade as the foundation that I used actually, so it kind of just brings it all together. And make sure you always set the foundation that you put down your neck as well, because if you set your face and then your neck starts falling apart during the day, like, it's not a good look. And I always set my eyelids as well to make sure that there's no creasing there either. So you can just set it and forget it. And it really doesn't matter if by adding that second setting powder that you've brushed away half of the RCMA one, or whatever powder you use. It just means that you gotta let it sit for a little bit before you touch the rest of your face, because you want that to like sink in and really mattify and set your concealer and foundation that was underneath. I'm just gonna go and bronze up my face, do some highlight and stuff, and then I'll come back to show you how I set that in place to make sure it doesn't move either. I also wanted to mention, guys, and I know this is a really weird thing to bring up, but I just like noticed it as I was doing my contour and stuff. I am colourblind in my right eye slightly, so I see like purple like patches and it's not the right colour, it's all distorted. So if the right side of my face looks any different, it's normally my eyes that suffer the most, like my eye makeup, because I'll look out this eye and I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, or like I'll be doing my left eyeliner with just my right eye open, and then my left eye will look a different colour to my right eye. So I normally use my boyfriend to like tell me, or my mum will come in and be like, yeah, this eye's purple, Elle, and this one's like pink, and I'm just like, damn it. So yeah, if my face ever looks weird on one side, then I'm really sorry. Now that's out of the way, I'm gonna set underneath my contour with some more RCMA powder just to make sure that it doesn't move anywhere. And I find that by setting underneath and like baking, then it can't like melt down your face. Okay, my makeup's finished. I tied my hair out the way because it's been pissing me off all morning. I've just put setting spray on, so what I do to like make sure that it's like not leaving a wet kind of sheen over my face, sorry I'm just grabbing a mirror, is I take the clean end of my beauty blender and I just press it like any remaining setting spray. I just push it into my skin. There's a hair stuck to my hand. Oh my god, ew. Okay, sorry, no more eye makeup, and my eyebrows don't look great today because I'm in kind of a hurry, but I wanted to show you guys what my makeup routine is when I want my makeup to stay on all day. And I'm calling this sweat-proof makeup because honestly, I've worn this like formula, like method kind of situation when I was in Greece and it was like 38 degrees, disgustingly hot, like I was sweating, dripping, it was disgusting, and my face stayed perfect. and I was like so proud of myself. And it's been quite hot lately, like humid, and when I go out and walk the dogs and things, I get so like sweaty and like out of breath and disgusting, and my makeup stays on. So I just figured if I can help any of you guys that live in hot places, any of you guys that do exercise, and like when your makeup's look good when you finish doing a 5k run, then this is the makeup for you. Obviously you don't have to use the same like products that I used, but if you use them in the same order and do like what I've said, or like take any ideas from this, then like your makeup will stay perfect, I promise you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I think this is going up on Wednesday, I hope it is, and then I'll do another one on Saturday, and then I'm gonna try do Wednesdays and Saturdays for a few weeks until I get the hang of it, and then maybe I'll do more, or if I really don't enjoy it then maybe I'll do less. But I'm really enjoying this at the moment. Like I really enjoy filming, editing. My dog's barking, shut up please. So yeah, if you like this video then please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. But I mean, I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I appreciate every single person that subscribes to my channel. I know I only have like 13 at the moment subscribers, but honestly I appreciate it so much. Like I want to grow this and do it. Honestly, like I've never wanted to do something more in my life. I am so determined, and I just believe that if you work hard then you will achieve the best results. So I'm just going to try my hardest and make this work, because why not? But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Wednesday.